Hello and welcome to SubStanceFtbl. My name is Sub, and in this video we're reviewing another pair of grip socks, if you can even call them grip socks. So my friends over at MediCaptain have kindly sent me two of their products in the MediCaptain Lite and the MediCaptain Ultimate. And what's so special about these socks in particular is that they're just more than grip socks. So the MediCaptain Ultimate, for example, is a 3-in-1 sock. It pretty much does all the stuff that, you know, a lot of us kind of do when we go out and play a football game. So of course you've got your grip socks or elements on the bottom. On top we have this kind of padding, which is for, you know, to protect the top of your foot or your metatarsal bone, for when people, you know, step on you, you go into hard tackles. So this is a layer of protection. And then as well as that, it even comes with its own inbuilt shin pad. And the MediCaptain Lite is pretty much the exact same thing without the shin pad element to it. So let's take a closer look at the design of each sock. So starting off with the Lite, because that's the one that was in my hand when I started talking. You have your, you know, typical kind of grip sock elements that you see that are made from a kind of grippy rubbery silicone, and I think the top layer is made from maybe a similar material, but it's quite thick and will definitely do a good job in protecting you, I'd say. Apart from that, in terms of construction, it's like your normal kind of football sock, so you've got a bit of mesh, a bit of thicker kind of reinforcement at the bottom of the sock for maybe a bit more cushioning and durability. And then, you know, your kind of compression sock that you get from any kind of other grip sock brand. And then again, the bottom part is pretty much the same as the MediLite, but you know, this time it's actually full-on football sock, full-length football sock as well. So again, it's your kind of typical kind of construction of a normal football sock. So you got your compressive part here to hold your socks, to keep your socks from falling down too much. And then you've got the inbuilt shin pad here. So it's not made from plastic. I can't really tell what it's made from without like being able to touch it, but it's more like this kind of, maybe kind of soft padding throughout it. It's more like, I wouldn't say it's a foam, but like there's this kind of layer of padding. It's not brick solid and it's quite flexible as well. It's not too rigid. And there is a bit of like kind of sizable bulk with this, as you could, you know, pretty much understand. Now I can see the immediate benefit of something like this. You know, a lot of us when we go out to play football, a lot of us are cutting our socks, grip socks, our normal socks, and then finding like shin pads which are, you know, not bulky. There are some out there, but like, you know, a lot of people do struggle without finding the correct or like comfortable shin pads. So this, like, it pretty much cuts out all the hassle with a product like this. Now in terms of price, I would say these are a bit on the pricier side. So the MediCaptain Ultimate costs around £41 at full price, but they're currently on sale at the time of me making this video. So they're on sale from £41 to £33. And then with the MediCaptain Lites, they usually cost around £21, but they're on sale at £19. So starting off with the comfort, let's talk about the MediCaptain Lite first. So when you actually have them on with your boots, they are relatively comfortable. And then I know a lot of people are just like wondering about how it feels with this on. And I'm gonna say they are a bit hard to put on because of this, but like, you know, I guess it's worth the compromise in a certain way. When you're actually wearing your boots with these on, you don't necessarily really feel it, especially these kind of like knitted meshes that we have on modern football boots. You don't necessarily feel or realize that it's actually there. And again, your comfort level, I think, will also kind of depend on the boots that you do wear. So because of how aggressive or kind of the bulk of the sock itself is, it's going to be a bit harder to actually wear. Sometimes it's even harder to get your foot entirely inside your boot. I had that issue with maybe a bit more narrow fitting boots. So one, I don't know if that's actually has to do with the bulk or it has to do with maybe the sizing. I'm in between sizes a little bit with this thing, so maybe I probably should have gone a size down, so that might be my fault. But overall, it does provide a good amount of cushion and they are comfortable. Now in terms of the Ultimate, it's pretty much the same, but like, you know, this time it's a full football socks. And I know a lot of people, their complaints with modern football socks is they're a bit too tight. That's why you see loads of footballers cut holes in them. These don't necessarily have that issue. These are very plush, these are very comfortable, and they're built on the thicker side as well. So yeah, no issues in terms of comfort there. It's just maybe feel a bit baggy, and maybe I probably should have gone a size down. Next is what I like to call the slide test. So what I do say about this is like a disclaimer. Please take this with a pinch of salt. I can't necessarily put a camera inside my boots to see or give you an impression how good the grip is. So this is just like my kind of little sample test for you to get a good idea. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see how well the socks grip to a pair of insoles with my, in this case, Puma Future Ultimates. So I'll just slide around on the insole, one's in a grip sock and the other time wearing a normal sock. And because it's a bit wet outside as well, which does help with the grip elements to it, you can see that it works even when a bit dampened. And then you can clearly see from the video that the MediCaptain offers a great amount of grip, much better than a normal sock. Now this part of the review is what I call the performance section. So I've used these grip socks in training, I've used them in matches as well. But you know, I don't have footage of that, so I'm just going to do a few isolated drills to kind of really test the grip socks to see how they perform. So that's performance in terms of like everything all together, so comfort, grip, etc. I can talk lightly maybe to protection. So I do train, and when in matches it does get a bit physical, and I didn't necessarily have any issues with people stepping on my foot, so I think they did a good job there. So when I'm actually doing isolated drills, I can actually see the performance of maybe the grip elements more per se. So when it comes to actually doing these drills that you see in the video, I didn't feel like there was any hindrance from the socks themselves. You could actually feel the difference. So I did the test with and without grip socks, and with the grip socks on, you can clearly feel a difference from my opinion. I can feel my feet don't move around as much. They're pretty much like stuck in place. The lockdowns improve like a good pair of grip socks should do. Now, although I do think this product is a good idea and it does have its strong points, I do have some criticisms of the actual socks themselves. So my biggest gripe with these socks is that they are very hard to put on. The first time putting them on did take me a while, and I only got them on eventually because I had to like lube up the like soft padding on top of the metatarsal area, as well as some of the grip elements as well. Now putting them on, I don't know why it's hard. I don't necessarily think it's to do with the grips, because I've never really had an issue with putting on boots with grip socks. Maybe it's to do with the bulk on top, you know, the metatarsal padding, or it might have to do like because of the sizing as well. So according to the sizing chart, I'm wearing the correct size in a large, but maybe because I'm on the edge that maybe I might have or should have gone a size down. Now, my second gripe would be again the sizing. So maybe because I'm in between sizes a bit, that's why these didn't fit me as well as they probably could have. I felt that maybe they were a bit baggy. They were comfortable, but they felt a bit baggy, and they could be a bit more compressive and hug my feet and leg a bit tighter. Again, I don't know if because of the metatarsal padding that kind of limits the design somehow, or maybe it is just the sizing itself that's a bit off. Now I'm re-adding it because I forgot to mention it before, but credit to Medicaptain themselves. I did say it is hard to put these socks on, but they also are very transparent, and they say this on their website as well. And they even offer a bit of advice on how to actually put these on. So like I said before, I use a bit of water and Vaseline to like make it a bit more slippery on the padding, so it kind of, you know, allows my boots to go in because of how the bulk. Another saving grace for you could be a shoehorn, and of course you're going to loosen up your laces to, you know, help you slide your foot in. But it's a bit more descriptive on their website. I'll probably put like a screenshot on the screen for you to actually see. But yeah, credit to them for being transparent about their product themselves. Now, another good thing about these socks is value for money. Now, like I said earlier, a lot of modern footballers, they wear this whole kind of multitude of layers. So they wear the shin pads, sometimes the sleeves, tape, whatever. Then they'll have their football leg sleeves or their cut socks and grip socks as well. So these two products in each of their own ways kind of eliminates the hassle of all those altogether. And in terms of value for money, if you add up the price of all those things, it kind of comes out to a similar price to, or actually even less. This comes out as even less than all those things together sometimes. For a good pair of grip socks as well, it's quite hard to find at a good price. This does a better job for value for money, and even offers an additional bonus of the grip padding, which you won't get from any socks really. The only time I remember any kind of sock actually having any metatarsal padding on it was maybe Meta socks, but I don't see them in the market anymore. So my overall thoughts about the sock is that it's a great idea. It does have its strong points, but I still think like maybe it could improve in like different areas especially. So mainly I think would be, I don't know, it has to do with the sizing. I don't know if that's been messed up, but overall I think it's a good product. And if you're interested in picking up a set for yourself or maybe a loved one, it is Christmas time, so be generous. I'll leave a link to the website in my description, so please do check them out. And like always, if you thought the video was sublime, please like the video. If you thought it was subpar, please comment down why you thought it wasn't good enough. I'd like to improve all the time. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I make videos all the time about football products, so boots, kits not as much as I should, but yeah, all the kind of like football gear related content, I do all that stuff. So if that's your thing, be sure to subscribe to the channel. And be sure to follow me on my socials. I'm on Twitch, TikTok, Twitter, or X, whatever you want to call it now, and IG. They'll be on screen as well as in my description. So follow me on those places as well. And like always, my name is Sub. This has been SubStanceFtbl. Thank you for watching. Peace out.